Hello. In this video, you'll learn how to talk about your daily routine in English. You'll hear simple phrases from morning to night and repeat them right after. This way, you'll learn to describe your everyday life clearly and naturally. I'll say each phrase twice so you can easily follow along. Speak out loud and relax. The subtitles will help you understand. Are you ready? My alarm goes off at 6 o'clock. My alarm goes off at 6 o'clock. I wake up slowly. I wake up slowly. I stay in bed a little longer. I stay in bed a little longer. I open my eyes. I open my eyes. I stretch my arms. I stretch my arms. I yawn. I yawn. Then I get up. Then I get up. I turn off the alarm. I turn off the alarm. I sit on the edge of the bed. I sit on the edge of the bed. I open the window. I open the window. I take a deep breath. I take a deep breath. The fresh air feels good. The fresh air feels good. I go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I turn on the light. I turn on the light. I look in the mirror. I look in the mirror. I splash water on my face. I splash water on my face. I take a shower. I take a shower. The water is warm. The water is warm. I wash my hair. I wash my hair. I use shampoo. I use shampoo. I rinse my hair. I rinse my hair. I wash my body. I wash my body. I turn off the shower. I turn off the shower. I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth. I use toothpaste. I use toothpaste. I wash my face. I wash my face. I dry off with a towel. I dry off with a towel. I comb my hair. I comb my hair. I put on some lotion. I put on some lotion. Now I'm ready to start the day. Now I'm ready to start the day. I go back to the bedroom. I go back to the bedroom. I open my wardrobe. I open my wardrobe. I look at my clothes. I look at my clothes. I pick out a shirt. I pick out a shirt. I look for a pair of pants. I look for a pair of pants. I try on the shirt. I try on the shirt. The shirt fits perfectly. The shirt fits perfectly. I grab a belt. I grab a belt. I put on socks. I put on socks. I put on my shoes. I put on my shoes. I tie my shoelaces. I tie my shoelaces. I grab a jacket. I grab a jacket. I grab my bag. I grab my bag. I check that I have my keys. I check that I have my keys. I check that I have my phone. I check that I have my phone. I take one last look in the mirror. I take one last look in the mirror. Now I'm completely dressed. Now I'm completely dressed. Now I'm all dressed. Now I'm all dressed. I go to the kitchen. I go to the kitchen. It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. I open the fridge. I open the fridge. I take out some eggs. I take out some eggs. I put the kettle on. I put the kettle on. I make some coffee. I make some coffee. The coffee smells wonderful. The coffee smells wonderful. I pour some coffee into my mug. I pour some coffee into my mug. I make some toast. I make some toast. The bread is in the toaster. The bread is in the toaster. I take out the butter. I take out the butter. I spread butter on the toast. I spread butter on the toast. I sit down at the table. I sit down at the table. I eat my breakfast slowly. I eat my breakfast slowly. I check my phone. I check my phone. I read the news. I read the news. I finish my coffee. I finish my coffee. I wash my cup. I wash my cup. I put everything away. I put everything away. I'm leaving the apartment. I'm leaving the apartment. I'm locking the door. I'm locking the door. I'm walking down the stairs. I'm walking down the stairs. I'm opening the front door. I'm opening the front door. The air is cool in the morning. The air is cool in the morning. The street is still quiet. The street is still quiet. I see my neighbors. I see my neighbors. I say good morning. I say good morning. I walk down the sidewalk. I walk down the sidewalk. I pass the coffee shop. I pass the coffee shop. I walk past the park. I walk past the park. I'm heading to the bus stop. I'm heading to the bus stop. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm waiting for the bus. There are other people at the stop. There are other people at the stop. I check the time. I check the time. The bus arrives on time. The bus arrives on time. I'm getting on the bus. I'm getting on the bus. I find a seat. I find a seat. I sit by the window. I sit by the window. The ride takes 20 minutes. The ride takes 20 minutes. I look out the window. I look out the window. The city is waking up. The city is waking up. I listen to music. I listen to music. I'll get off at the next stop. I'll get off at the next stop. I press the stop button. I press the stop button. I get off the bus. I get off the bus. I see the office building. I see the office building. I walk toward the entrance. I walk toward the entrance. I say hello to the security guard. I say hello to the security guard. I take the elevator. I take the elevator. I arrive at my floor. I arrive at my floor. I'm arriving at the office. I'm arriving at the office. I greet my coworkers. I greet my coworkers. I hang up my jacket. I hang up my jacket. I sit down at my desk. I sit down at my desk. I'm turning on my computer. I'm turning on my computer. The screen lights up. The screen lights up. I enter my password. I enter my password. I'm reading my emails. I'm reading my emails. I have several new messages. I have several new messages. I reply to important messages. I reply to important messages. I delete the unnecessary ones. I delete the unnecessary ones. I check my calendar. I check my calendar. I start my first task. I start my first task. The phone rings. The phone rings. I answer the phone. I answer the phone. I have a quick conversation. I have a quick conversation. I write something down. I write something down. I have a meeting in the morning. I have a meeting in the morning. I go to the meeting room. I go to the meeting room. I sit down with my colleagues. I sit down with my colleagues. We talk about the project. We talk about the project. I take notes. I take notes. The meeting ends. The meeting ends. I go back to my desk. I go back to my desk. I'm working on a project. I'm working on a project. I focus on my work. I focus on my work. Time passes quickly. Time passes quickly. At noon I take a break. At noon I take a break. I stand up and stretch. I stand up and stretch. I go to the break room. I go to the break room. I heat up my lunch. I heat up my lunch. I sit with a colleague. I sit with a colleague. We chat for a few minutes. We chat for a few minutes. I enjoy my meal. I enjoy my meal. I drink a glass of water. I drink a glass of water. I take a short walk outside. I take a short walk outside. The fresh air clears my head. The fresh air clears my head. I go back to my desk. I go back to my desk. In the afternoon, I get more things done. In the afternoon, I get more things done. I stay focused until the end. I stay focused until the end. I make another call. I make another call. I check an important document. I check an important document. I send a few more emails. I send a few more emails. I attend a short meeting. I attend a short meeting. I review my notes. I review my notes. I plan for the next day. I plan for the next day. I write a to-do list. I write a to-do list. I tidy up my desk. I tidy up my desk. I shut down my computer. I shut down my computer. Now I'm done for the day. Now I'm done for the day. I put on my jacket. I put on my jacket. I grab my bag. I grab my bag. I say goodbye to my colleagues. I say goodbye to my colleagues. I leave the building. I leave the building. The sun is lower in the sky. The sun is lower in the sky. I head back to the bus stop. I head back to the bus stop. I wait for the bus home. I wait for the bus home. I get on the bus. I get on the bus. I find a seat. I find a seat. I feel tired but satisfied. I feel tired but satisfied. The ride takes 20 minutes. The ride takes 20 minutes. My stop is coming up. My stop is coming up. I get off the bus. I get off the bus. I walk back to my building. I walk back to my building. I take the stairs. I take the stairs. I open my front door. I open my front door. I take off my shoes. I take off my shoes. I put down my bag. I put down my bag. I change into comfortable clothes. I change into comfortable clothes. I feel much more relaxed. I feel much more relaxed. I go to the kitchen. I go to the kitchen. I prepare dinner. I prepare dinner. I wash my hands first. I wash my hands first. I chop some fresh vegetables. I chop some fresh vegetables. I heat up some oil in the pan. I heat up some oil in the pan. The food is on the stove. The food is on the stove. The kitchen smells wonderful. The kitchen smells wonderful. I stir the vegetables. I stir the vegetables. I add some salt and pepper. I add some salt and pepper. I cook the rice. I cook the rice. The food is almost ready. The food is almost ready. I'm setting the table. I'm setting the table. I pour myself a glass of water. I pour myself a glass of water. I'm eating in peace. I'm eating in peace. The food tastes delicious. The food tastes delicious. I enjoy every bite. I enjoy every bite. I'm cleaning up the kitchen. I'm cleaning up the kitchen. I wash the dishes. I wash the dishes. I dry the dishes. I dry the dishes. I put them away. I put them away. I wipe down the counter. I wipe down the counter. The kitchen is clean again. The kitchen is clean again. I'm sitting down on the sofa. I'm sitting down on the sofa. I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable. I'm watching a show. I'm watching a show. I laugh at a funny scene. I laugh at a funny scene. I send a message to a friend. I send a message to a friend. I check social media for a moment. I check social media for a moment. I put down my phone. I put down my phone. I read a few pages of my book. I read a few pages of my book. My eyes feel heavy. My eyes feel heavy. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. I turn off the TV. I turn off the TV. I turn off the lights. I turn off the lights. I go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I'm brushing my teeth again. I'm brushing my teeth again. I wash my face. I wash my face. I change into my pajamas. I change into my pajamas. I go to bed. I go to bed. I pull up the covers. I pull up the covers. I check my alarm for tomorrow. I check my alarm for tomorrow. I close my eyes. I close my eyes. I breathe slowly and deeply. I breathe slowly and deeply. I fall asleep quickly. I fall asleep quickly. Well done. Today you described your full daily routine in English, from morning to night. Now you can talk about your everyday life and use simple phrases with real confidence. Repeat these phrases regularly and always say them out loud. That way, your English will become more and more natural, step by step. Practice for just a few minutes every day. Small, consistent steps make a huge difference. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and leave a comment below. Tell me how your day begins. Subscribe to the channel and keep growing with me. See you in the next video.